Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Shrine of Anubis. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back and nice to see you again. So, tonight I want to address with you all a very important inquiry or question that many of my friends have, as well as some of you who have reached out to me on email. And it's like you guys have been reading my mind because that is tonight's topic for this week. How to connect with Anubis. How you can connect with Anubis. So I am here to share with you tonight 3 simple and easy ways that you can do, as well as for free, in order to connect with Anubis. So the first one that I want to share with you is meditation. And I know, like, oh my God, how boring. I don't like to meditate. Trust me, I don't like to meditate either. But 10 years ago was a very different story with Anubis. I was very excited to connect with him somehow and in some way. So the best way for me at the time was to meditate with his image. At the time, I did not have a statue of him or anything. I only had my computer, or rather a laptop. I didn't even have a desktop PC or anything. I only had a laptop. So what I did was I would put a picture of Anubis and I would meditate with his image. And that was it. Now, you have access to technology in more than one way now, 10 years later, than I did at the time. So you can either use your phone, your computer, your laptop, or your iPad if you have one, and meditate in your favorite corner with an image of Anubis that you can find on Google, and simply connect with the vibration of Anubis behind this art, this portrait, this depiction, or whatever, and gaze into this depiction of him. Really, it's super easy, very simple, and it's something that you can do for free if you have access to the internet and to an electronic device in order to do it. If you don't want to meditate with a technological device, you can always stare at an image of Anubis, leave. So you can leave to your meditation corner and meditate with his image in mind and connect with his vibration. Now, that is one super easy, very simple, and free way to connect with Anubis. It was one of the things that I used to do at that time 10 years ago. Now, the second option is a bit more creative, and I don't know how comfortable you are with this one, but the second option on how to connect with Anubis is devotional creations. Now, you might wonder, what the fuck is that? Well, devotional creations is exactly what the words imply. Creating a drawing, writing. Maybe you are good at knitting. Maybe you are good at sculpting. Whatever it is that you are creative on, you can do it honoring Anubis. Now, it can be, one thing I want to say, I don't give a shit if you are not an artist, okay? I know that's kind of rude, but I do not give a shit if you are not Bob Ross, but I want you to create something. Whether it's a doodle with Crayola or a pencil, whatever, maybe on your phone, on some app or whatever, If you do something else like writing or whatever it is, it can be as simple as food as well. You can create your favorite dish or dessert and offer it to Anubis and eat it as well. They don't like waste, so I would not recommend that you throw away the offerings. So if you do something creative for Anubis, do not get rid of it. Have it somewhere, maybe on your altar. I don't know. Personally, I have not done physical art for him. I have done digital art for him. I have also done creative writings, as in poetry for him, as well as erotica, which might sound strange for some of you, but my connection with Anubis has always been sexual in nature. So that is one way that I express my devotion to him, through erotic writing. And no, you guys cannot read any of that. Now, this is the second super easy, simple, and free way for you to connect with Anubis, or at least with his essence, with his energy, and it's through a creative endeavor. It can be art, it can be poetry, it can be food as well. It can be something that you are good at, that you can do in his honor. Now, the third and final way that is both simple and free to do is to write down your intention. So I'm popping out here my brown paper from some random paper towel that I got somewhere at some point. Now, you do not need to use brown paper for this. I just use it because I have a buttload of it, so I'm trying to use it up and just get rid of it. You can use it from any of your notebooks. It can be a sticky notepad or something that you have to make notes. Whatever you have is fine. Just make sure that the edges are not sharp. So you want to rip out the paper on the edges and make sure that it's broken all around. You do not want to have these sharp cuts in the paper of your petition if you are doing positive work, whether for other people or yourself, because sharp edges cut the energy. I would recommend that if you are doing, I wouldn't say bad work, but, like, if you want to fuck a bitch up, use sharp edges. But if it's going to be something to help someone or yourself, make sure it doesn't have sharp edges. Now, what you're going to do with a petition, regardless of paper, don't freak out about the paper. What you're going to write down is, I connect with Anubis in, whether it's dream work, astral, tarot readings, whatever other way you do and use to communicate with the other side, maybe a scrying mirror, a pendulum, the Ouija board, whatever way you feel is best for you to receive communication. Write it down in the present moment, as if it's already happening and taking place. Why? Because you are affirming what you want to have by affirming it that you already have it in the first place. If you do it in the sense of, I will this, I will that, what you're doing is you're focusing the manifestation energy in the near future. what's going to happen is that it's always going to stay in the future. I will, I want. So that's why you have to say, I, this and that. For example, I marry. I, this and that. I connect with Anubis. So you're going to write, I connect with Anubis in blank. What's your personal favorite way of connecting with the other side? Do you have a way if you have not had contact with anyone yet? Do you have a preference if this were to take place right here, right now? What would be the best, clearest way for you to receive that communication? So write that down as clear as possible, present focused. What you're going to do next is you're going to fold the paper towards you. I want you to see me folding the paper towards me, because what you're going to do is you're attracting, you're pulling, you're anchoring that affirmation and energy and grounding it to your own energetic field. You are integrating it with your light bodies. What you're going to do after you fold it, let's say that you fold it towards you, you run out. So what are you going to do? You want to keep folding it. If the paper is too long, turn it sideways. Sideways as in clockwise motion to your right side. And you're going to keep folding it towards you until it's done. What you're going to do next is place that paper underneath your pillow so that you can sleep on your petition. What's going to happen is that you will transfer your energy to the petition, and the petition will transfer its energy to you, and it's going to go on a loop of energy where it will magnify that intention. And trust me, it does work. It has worked with me, with another spirit that I cannot reveal his identity yet. It worked that same night, and I was freaking out on the next day. I had such a warped dream with him that, not Anubis, the other spirit, that I was surprised. So I'm sharing this third way of connecting with Anubis with you based on my experience with somebody else, because petitions do work very, very well, especially if you write them in the present moment. So that is a big plus that I want you to take away from this third option on how to connect with Anubis. So, I know you probably are wondering, how do I know that Anubis is connecting with me? How do I know that he's communicating, that he is sending signs? How can I tell? What do I need to look out for? Well, stay tuned for next week's video where I will be addressing the other side of the coin, how Anubis communicates with you. So if you guys do have any questions in regards to tonight's video, let me know down below in the comments section, and I will address your questions in a future video. Stay tuned for the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click on the bell button, and click on See All so that you get all the notifications of any future uploads. I wanted to thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.